Now, this is going to be a sensitive topic for me and perhaps for a lot of you too. And it's this thing called mates rates. Now, in Australia, we have a term called mates rates. And I guess how it works is that if you've got a friend, you've got a mate, and if you are in business or you've got a product that you can supply, the idea is that you would supply to your mate at a reduced price, at a mate's rate, and that's what it's all about, so that you make it cheaper for your mate. Until a few incidents showed me that this term is something that should be treated really carefully if you are in any sort of business. Now, I've got a mate who's in the cafe business, and a while ago when he opened up his cafe, he made this comment to me. He said, all my friends, they used to come here for coffee, and then they disappeared. They don't come anymore. And I think it's because they can get coffee cheaper elsewhere. So they don't come to buy from me anymore because I charge them full rate. And they can get cheaper coffee elsewhere. So they don't come and support me anymore. And he said that he found it quite strange that his mates were so price sensitive that they would rather go and get a cheaper coffee elsewhere than to pay full price at his new business. Well, that's what mates are for, I told him. Now, personally, I've got a few stories about mates' rates. And there's one particular story that comes to mind. And this is a mate, and he's quite well off. He's in the medical profession, owns properties and all that. And he had this property that was causing him problems. The box cutter used to leak all the time. And I used to go up and help him fix the leaks. And I've got this rule of thumb that I only work during working hours. So after hours, I don't do any work. But this mate rang me up late one evening and a hailstorm had just passed. And he was in desperate need of getting a leak resolved because the hail had caused a leak into his property. And he said, please come, can you help me look at this and get it fixed? Well, you would make an exception for a mate, right? So in the dead of night, I went over to his property, crawled into the attic space to figure out what was happening, and then eventually come up with a plan to get it repaired so that it wouldn't happen again. So my mate came back and said, listen, can you get it fixed for me? I'm happy to pay you for whatever it's going to cost. Get it fixed because this is a real pain for me. Now, usually for any repair work, we would go in and we would look at the amount of work involved and we would come up with a quote and we'll submit it to a homeowner, our client, and we'll say, this is our price to get the problem resolved. Now, the price is not what it's going to cost us to get the problem resolved. The price is what it's going to cost us plus a business margin so that we can survive in the business. Anyway, my mate said, it doesn't matter, don't give me a quote, come and get it fixed. I'm happy to pay you for whatever it's going to cost. Now, I should have caught on then when he said, I'll pay you whatever it's going to cost, because there's a difference between cost and price. When we do a quote, we submit a price. We don't submit a cost. Anyway, we put our mate on a priority list and we went about and did the repair. It was quite a complicated repair. So we did the repair, and after the repair was done and we made sure that everything was working, I sent him my invoice. What is it? Why did it cost so much to do the work? Well, I said, it's been a complicated job and this is the price to do the work. Well, he said, I didn't know it was going to cost so much. If I knew it was going to be so expensive, I would have got some quotes. Well, I said, I thought you said you were happy to pay for our price. He said, no, I was happy to pay for your cost. Now, there are different ways of working out the price for a job. You would go in initially and you go, this is how we're going to do the job, and we'll allow for whatever complications, come up with a margin of error, and then we will submit a price for the job. Well, in this instance, I thought, in order to be able to give my mate a fair price, we'll work out exactly how long it took and what sort of materials was involved, and then add a margin to that particular cost to come up with a price, rather than initially go in and estimate something with margins for error to come up with the price for the job. Now, what happened was that the price that we gave my mate would have been less than any quoted price that we would have given him. So he had a good deal. But he said, it's too much. I'm not going to pay you that much for this job. How about you reduce the price a bit? Now, at this point, I replied by pure instinct. I said to him, mate, if you don't want to pay me the price for the job, then simply don't pay me. Well, I'm not like that, he said. Well, I said, it's your choice. You either pay me or forget about it. Just don't pay me. And this is not just a few $100s. It was in the thousands. Now, there was a bit more follow-up talk about coming to an agreeable price. And I said, no, you either pay me or you don't. I'm happy either way. Well, this happened over a decade ago, and I think the job we did was quite successful and never ever leaked because I never heard any word back from my mate. I never got any money from my mate. I don't think he's my mate anymore. So this is what happens when you attempt to help out a mate and do a job at mate's rates. My advice to those of you who go into business is to forget about mate's rates. Everyone should pay full price. In fact, if I had a mate who had a business, I would go and support him, and I'd be happy to pay above the market price because I really want to support my mate. You should support your mate by supporting him. And if you're in the position to do it, you should be quite happy to do that because that's how you support your mate. Not by asking for a reduced price, but paying for the price that he's asked for or even more than that. And what happens if you support him, then there are all different ways that your mate can support you back. But if you're only looking at price and not the costs of your mate to be in business and survive, if you're only looking at the price and nothing else, well, it's going to cost you in the long run.